Hi guys, we're going to do 10 minutes of core right now. So happy that you're joining me. This is going to serve you when you're walking, when you're running, when you're sitting, when you're lifting, when you're doing house chores. You have to have a strong core for everything that you do in your life. And this is 360, right? It's the front, the sides, the back, the top, the bottom, all of it. So let's start in a plank. It's going to be 10 full minutes. I'm going to start my clock and I will tell you when to move and go into a forearm plank. First thing, we're going to stay here for 30 seconds. So in your forearm plank, kind of make it seem like you have a toilet plunger pulling down your chest and you're lifting up through your back, pulling your shoulders away from your ears. Squeeze your glutes. Look at this. We're almost done. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your glutes. From here, we're going to get up onto our hands into a high plank. And we're going to open up our feet a little bit, hip distance apart. So in this high plank, lower your butt. Don't lift your butt up like this and don't sink it down. It's all plank, like a piece of wood. That's what we're emanating here, a piece of wood. All right, we have about 5 more seconds here, and then we're going to go into a side forearm plank. So we're going to drop our right elbow down. And we're going to open up through the left arm. Just breathe here. Again, squeezing your glutes. I know we're working the core, so you definitely want to feel this core activated, pulling your belly button back towards your rib cage, but also plank, squeeze your glutes. And we're going to roll over to the left side. So plant the left arm and spin it around and switch. And if you don't want to stack your feet in this side plank, that is totally fine. But squeeze your glutes and then stagger your feet. Or drop the left knee. Give yourself a little kickstand. Okay, we have about 10 more seconds here. And then we're going to go back into a high plank, but we're going to do some shoulder taps. Okay, so cycle back around. Get up on your hands here. Feet are hip distance apart. Squeeze your glutes. And just tap the shoulder. Try not to move the lower body too much. I mean, it is going to rock a little bit side to side, but I don't want you shouldn't look like this, right? Try to keep your hips square to the floor and just give me those shoulder taps. As you can see, this plank is starting to engage your obliques. Every time you tap your shoulder, you're getting a little bit. We're going to keep going on this. We're going to do these shoulder taps for a minute. Now that we have a little activity to do, the minute will fly by faster. All right. So we have about 15 more seconds here. And the next thing we're going to do is come to our backs. And we're just going to come into a simple crunch. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come onto your backs. And then roll all the way down. You can put your feet on the floor. And we're crunching. So we're activating through our core here, lifting up. And this shouldn't be stressful on your neck or your jaw or your neck. You shouldn't feel a lot of stress here. Let's keep crunching here for another 30 seconds. Your hands are in a basket behind your head. Your lower back is fused to the mat. When you come down, you're not arching your back. It doesn't look like this. Your lower back is fused to the mat the whole time. Nice. We have about 10 more seconds here, and then we're going to just lower our upper body down, and we're going to start to bring our knees in gently. Very small movement here, just like this. So small. We're going to do this for a minute. You can put your hands on the floor if you like. You can leave them up like this. Yogi's choice. But this is just a little motion using our lower core muscles to lift our legs up. Nothing crazy. We have about 30 more seconds here. We're just going to keep moving through these. This is such a little tiny movement, but eventually it starts to burn pretty badly. So just keep the rest of your body nice and relaxed and just keep lifting and don't hold your breath. Keep breathing out. After this, we're going to go into a bicycle. So we're going to put our hands behind our head one more time in a basket. And we're going to start to kick out the right leg and then the left leg and switch. If you want to challenge yourself and see if you can touch your elbow to your knee, it really does make this a lot harder. I mean, my abs are like burning right now, really burning. And just that little extra touch, whew, no joke. Keep moving through here. If you need to take a break, I don't want you to put your feet on the ground, but you can always just take a break and make circles like this. Let the heat sort of dissipate and then come back. Very good. So you can see we're working our obliques here, twisting. We're twisting, twisting, twisting. Next thing we're going to do is a single leg stretch. So we're going to lie back, let our head, neck, and shoulders fall, bring in our right knee and bring in our left, one at a time. Now this kind of feels like a stretch, but believe it or not, it is working your core and you'll feel the heat starts to build up again. But I like this one because we've been doing pretty intense core for about 5 or 6 minutes here. So this is like we're continuing to work it, but it's a little bit of a break before we go into something hard again. We'll consider this an active recovery before we go into our last 3 minutes. Nice. All right, so we're going to come back onto our hands for another plank series in 10 seconds. So just keep cycling through these. Take the opportunity to stretch your lower back too as you're using this single leg stretch. And let's go back, flip over, right back into our forearm plank. Okay, we have given our upper body a little bit of a rest. So put your feet together, zip up everything nice and tight. Pull your belly button back towards your rib cage. And again, imagine that toilet plunger pulling your chest through, but not sinking through. Everything's lifting, but your chest is kind of opening like it's being sucked through. And hold. If you need to drop your knees to the floor, please do so. We're going to hold this for a whole minute. So we have about another 20 seconds. We can do anything for 20 seconds, right? After we do this for a minute, we're going to do the side forearm planks for 30 seconds each. We're almost done here, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And roll to the side. Yes. It's like a break. This is hard, but it's like a break. Lift up through the hips. We have less than 2 minutes of work, you guys. And your core is going to be burning. Maybe even tomorrow, but that's good. And there's no weights in this class. You can repeat this as much as you want. Squeeze your glutes. Get that shoulder away from your ear. Lots of space. And switch to the other side. Awesome. And then we're going to have 1 more minute. So we're going to pop back onto our backs. Actually, no, that's not what we're going to do. I'm going to make a change on the fly. After this, we're going to do a circuit of down dog and mountain climbers. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do a really strong finish. So come back into your down dog. Move out to a plank and mountain climbers for 15 seconds. Then we're going to come back into a down dog. Beautiful. Press back. Give yourself a break, just like 10 seconds. Stretch everything out and then come back into your high plank and mountain climbers. 15 seconds. Good job. You got this. And press back down, dog. You've just got about another 10-second interval of these, and we're going to be done. 10 minutes of core. Come back to your plank and power it out. Best set yet. Last set, best set. And we're done. Good job, guys. Right away, pull back into your child's pose and all the way up into a nice strong up dog. Stretch out through this core. Big up dog. If you have one of those really big Pilates balls, it's so nice to just lie on that into a nice big supported back bend. It stretches out your core so nicely. But just one hip down and then the other hip down. We're stretching out the core. Pull back, down dog. Sit up, come to sitting on your knees. Reach all the way up, grab that left elbow and pull to the left. Stretch out through the obliques. And the other side. Awesome. Come to the floor. Give me your crisscross applesauce. Inhale the arms up. Drop the right hand. Drop to the elbow and reach over. And reach back if you want, a little bit back. And other side. And reach back. Very nice work, guys. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for that 10-minute core. Do this again throughout the week. Just do it a bunch of times. See you later.